Hello guys, once again welcome back to my YouTube channel Swift iOS. I hope you are doing well. So let's start. Our today's topic is continuous statement. What is continuous statement and when we have to use continuous statement? Continuous statement is used to skip the current iteration of the loops and control flow of the program goes to the next iteration. We can say it's opposite to the break statement. If you haven't saw the break statement video yet, please see the video. It will be helpful for us. So let's see. By going to the directly to the Xcode, we are creating the new playground for this continuous statement. Next, and I am giving continue name. Okay, right. Deleting it. So what's the syntax? Nothing. It says just simply continue. This is the syntax. Okay, I'm deleting it. So for this, please make sure you have learned the loops. In the previous video we learned about loops and conditional statement like for loop, while loop, repeat while loop, and if else, nesting conditions. It will be very helpful and we can use in that also. For better understanding, please see that video. So let's start again. How it's work? Let's see working of the continuous statement, how it's work like that. So let's, this is an example, this is a flow. We can say here is an like a program for loop, if statement. For this I said please see the videos on loops and conditions for better understanding. So for loop is in like for executing the block of code, and if condition evaluates the condition is true or not. If the condition is true, then it's go to the this block. This in this if conditional if statements, here is a continue keyword statement. So it goes outside of the it's skip that current iteration. If the value is 2, then it's skip that value and then goes to the next, like that here. Hence, and we have while loop with the while loop examples. So let's see one by one. So let's jump to our Xcode. So continue statement with loop, with for loop. So we can say continue statement with continue statement with foreign loops. We can use continue statement with the foreign loop to skip the current iteration of the loop. The control of the program jumps to the next iteration. For example, for I in 1 to 5, if we are giving the condition if I is equal to 3, so we are continuing, like we are skipping that iteration. So we are printing the value of I here. What will be the value of I? So let's start our program, and here we can say 1 2 4 5, but there is no 3. We can see. So it's like skipping the skipping that condition and goes to the for loop again and run again. And if the condition if I is 4, it's not true, then it's printing the value, right? So when the value of I is equal to 3, then the continuous statement is executed. Hence the value of 3 is not displayed, not printed yet. The continuous statement also always used in decision making. Continuous statement and break statement both are used in decision making statements, like that. Continuous statement with while loop, we can say we are seeing like continuous statement with while loop. So as we saw in that PPT slides, so I am creating a variable of with name num, and while condition, while I am giving condition num is greater than less than or equal to 10, and increasing the count of num to 1 and giving the condition, like conditional statement is if. This is the condition, right? So num module for reminder, and if you haven't saw the operators yet, please see that videos for better understanding of operations, arithmetic operation and other operations. So I am printing, this is a functions for like I am adding that one comment also. This is a program to print odd number, right? So like this, and we are continuing it, and we only give the ones in, like is equal to 0 for this, and printing our value to num, like let's see all the values, like right, it is printing 11 till 11. Okay, and let's see with here the number is even, and the continuous statement skip the current iteration and start the next one. Continuous statement we can use with nested loops. So let's see with like nesting, continue statement with nested loops. Nested loops are like loop inside a loop, it's called nesting, right? We can use continuous statement with nested loop. It skip the current iteration of inner loops. So we can see that, say that this is a loop, this is an inner loop, and this is called nesting. Loop inside loop is called nesting, right? And giving condition j is equal to like let's say 2, and we can continue, and let's print value in inner loop. So okay, I is equal to, what is the value? I is equal to I, that's the value of I, and the value of j is j, right? So let's print what's the, okay, this is the, okay, yes, here is the output of this statement nesting loops. So here when the value of j is become 2, continuous statement is executed, hence the value of 2, hence the value of j is equal to 2 is not printed. Like that, it's skip the iteration, current iterations. We see the unlabeled statement yet till now, so we haven't saw the labeled continuous statements. So let's try with with these examples. I am copying it and commenting it, and I am not changing the statement, like, but only changing the labeled continuous statement, right? We have like in this what is labeled, we have seen the unlabeled statement yet. However, there is another form of continuous statement in the Swift is known as label statement. When using nested loops, we can skip current iteration of the outer loop with the help of labeled outer statements. Let's see by example, and we will back. So this is an example of labeled continuous statements. So we can all see that here is a nesting of two loops, and here is a conditional statement. So it's declare the label for the outer loop, and here the continue, after the continue, here is the label of the outer loop, right? so it will not go for this loop, but it is going outside the outside in that first loop, that is outer loop, right? And before that we are not using the outer loop, it's go to the inner loop, right? It is skipping the iteration of the current loop, right? It's like very helpful for that when we have to use skip the iteration of the outer loop. So let's see by example. So this is an example. We have nothing to do, we have to do outer loops colon, and in that inner loop colon, and after that outer. That's the simple one. So let's see the output is changed like that. It is not skipping the current current iteration. This is, it's not skipping that iteration, it's skipping that uh, loop, right? So it's very important when we have to skip the uh, outer statements, so we'll use label statements. So I hope you guys are understand what I am trying to convey. So thank you for watching, and if you have any doubt in that, please share your feedback and like supporting me. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, like and share the feedback. Thank you. Bye.